I've got Karla's quilt up here on the quilting bed. I have done thousands of quilts over here at the quilting studio. And what's really fun is that even if I happen to get a quilt that's similar to another one, like maybe they're both created out of the same design, or they've got a lot of log cabins or a lot of Lone Stars, etc., it's still different. People have put different borders on, they've put different backings with it, and they're using a different design that I'm putting onto it. Everything adds to all of that. It's quite interesting to be able to see what everybody chooses to do. Let's go ahead and talk about what Karla's chosen. She has this fabulous purple mottled backing. She's chosen my fantastic Daisy Power, one of my favorite designs, my new favies. I love it so much. She chose my petunia color of thread to add a little bit more pink to the front, which I am all about. And you can see how nicely it's shining on the back right there. Now, let me tell you about a couple things real quick. One is there's an arrow down below. When you hit that arrow, it will take you to another video of this same quilt being stitched out. I would encourage you to follow the arrows, because every time I make a video, I talk about something specific in that quilt in that particular video. So going to the next video, we'll show you something else in that situation. What I want to talk to you about today is how much backing is needed to be able to bring a quilt over to the quilting studio. I get asked this sometimes, and so I thought I would explain it. All the way around, I need to have a minimum of 3 inches, and this is one of the reasons why. I'm going to stretch out your backing, and I'm going to balance the batting on top of it, and then the quilt on top of that, maneuvering it so it fits the best as possible over your backing. And then I'm going to use my clamps to keep it taut. Now, if Karla had given me a lot of backing way over to here, I would not be putting the quilt right in the center of that. No, no, no. I want to preserve as much of your backing as possible. So I'm going to take it all over to one side as far as I can, and then all the rest of this would be preserved for Karla, giving it back to her. I would either cut it off because maybe it's in my way and I return that to her, or I would just bring the quilt over as far as I can to one side, leaving myself those 3 or 4 inches over there. If you have a minky back, I need to have a little bit more. I need to have 4 inches or 5 inches all the way around, because minky shrinks in. If you have a very large king size quilt, like over 100 inches, I need to have closer to 4 inches, because sometimes the backing isn't perfectly straight and the front isn't perfectly straight, and I really do need those distances, especially for a king size quilt. Have a lovely day. Let's have a chat soon. Send a quilt over to Brenda's Quilting Studio. Like and subscribe.